everybody, this is Shayna Hiller from Build Your Personal Yoga Business, and today I'm going to discuss with you the 5 steps to prevent boredom and burnout in your yoga career. Yes, believe it or not, and some of you may know this very well, but becoming bored and uninspired and feeling frazzled and like at your edge of expenditure of energy is a very real thing in the yoga business world, just as it can be in anything that we do repetitively in life. So the first step to prevent and eliminate a feeling of stuckness, boredom, lack of inspiration, and feeling completely depleted and overwhelmed is to start working smarter. So I used to think that working harder and running around from studio to studio was the way to be a successful yoga teacher, and I realized that that was just phase 1. I just really wanted to teach, but I wasn't actually in a business mindset. So until I got into that business mindset and started working smarter, I felt like a hamster on a wheel, and I would justify it because, hustling is the new kale, and eventually it wasn't because my adrenals were shot and I was completely stressed out. So working smarter does not necessarily mean working more, or should I say teaching more classes, which brings me to step 2, is to start thinking outside the box. And just like eating a variety of foods is better than eating the same food all the time, it's going to keep your palate inspired, it's going to keep your digestive fire strong. Same thing with our yoga business. In order to prevent feeling bored and stuck, create some variation in your yoga business, meaning teaching yoga at a yoga studio is not the only way to make money as a yoga teacher, to thrive as a yoga teacher. There are many different options available, from one-on-one teaching to corporate programs to workshops and retreats. The options are literally endless once you get that creative cap going. So that's the second step, is to create more variety. So first step is to work smarter. Second step is to create variety. Third step is to take care of yourself. Self-care is the name of the game. Oftentimes I see yoga teachers who are running, go, 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 and that initial spark of inspiration to teach yoga was usually based off of practicing and having lots of awakenings and inspiration and spiritual experiences and a deep connection to your soul and your purpose. And trust that these practices of yoga and meditation are powerful. And if we're not taking care of ourselves and practicing what we preach, it's not only going to translate less and resonate less with our students, because it's felt energetically. When you're not steeped in your own practice, it's the transference of your teachings are not only going to not feel fun for you, but your students also aren't going to benefit. So guess what? Your business and your health benefit when you actually make the time to practice yoga, whether it's in a studio, on your own, meditation, walks in nature. Obviously, you guys know this stuff, so I don't have to list it. So making time to practice, self-practice and self-care are crucial to keep energy flowing, to keep you inspired, to keep your mind clear and ready to create what's next. The fourth step to prevent burnout and to prevent feeling bored in your yoga teaching is to keep yourself around new experiences, meaning continuing education. Whether it's going on a yoga retreat or taking a yoga class or reading a book about yoga teaching or meditation techniques, and try new things. So, for example, I take yoga classes many times per week with all different teachers. I go to many different studios. That's part of the reason that I live in Los Angeles, is because there are so many options. And as a teacher and a student, I mean, I get my practice and it's magical, but I also have my teacher cap on every time I go to a class so that I can absorb new, whether it's verbal cueing, new creative sequencing, an idea for music. That's another thing I'll just kind of throw in here, is change your playlists if you do teach to music. So that's like and that's like a bonus step, is change your music. When I make a new playlist, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so inspired. I get excited to listen to my playlist as I'm teaching. So that's magical. But yeah, expose yourself to continuing education. If you're feeling at a plateau or you're stuck in your yoga business, invest in a workshop for yourself so that you can really get reinvigorated. Start writing down ideas for your yoga business and keep yourself growing. Just because you completed a 200-hour yoga training or you're thinking of it, just know that that is the starting point, and the growth of your career and the evolution of your life, really, because your yoga business becomes your purpose and your life, is a never-ending process, right? It's never ending, meaning keep growing, keep going. You don't have to overload yourself. That's not going to help either. But slow and steady, accumulating more knowledge is going to keep you in that same vibration that you were in when you first embarked on this journey. So the slow and steady approach actually leads me to the final step. Step number 5 for preventing burnout and preventing boredom in your yoga teaching is to slow down. Oftentimes we think, well, oh, if I just make that extra money, or if I just am teaching this many classes, or if I just get hired at this studio, then I'll slow down. And all I can say from someone who went from running around teaching over 20 classes a week, plus privates, to now teaching less than 10 classes per week and having free time to travel and have retreats and workshops and time for non-work and relaxation and friends and family, is that I actually took my own advice, finally trusted the power of surrender and slowing down. I'm not saying just sit there and create a vision board and just wait around as the clock is ticking. No, but especially those of you who feel like you are, burning at both ends and don't know how to relax, go into nature, meditate, take a nap, do some journaling. I'm telling you, this is how I get some of my most creative ideas for my online courses, for my retreats, for my workshops, is when our nervous system is not in fight or flight mode. We can connect with our deeper gut wisdom. We can connect with something beyond just the mind trying to run the show. There's a time and a place for strategy, structure, logic, and discipline. Of course, it's crucial. But if we're only operating from that upper area, right, the head in the clouds and lots of thinking and doing, and we're eventually feeling strained and stressed and overwhelmed, well, we're doing ourselves and ultimately our students and clients a disservice, because we're not even accessing our full capacity for wisdom and serving others. So stepping back, slowing down consciously, right? It's not passive slowing down or mindless slowing down. It's doing this for you so that you can fill yourself up and serve from a more clear space. There are many ways to take your yoga career, and it does not have to be rushed. It does not have to be stressful, and you do not have to feel scarce or burnt out. Like, absolutely not. So hopefully those experiences will inspire you to make a change, because nothing will change if you don't make a change. And hopefully this will also serve you as to some tips, some strategies, some steps to prevent burnout, to prevent fatigue, to prevent boredom, and to keep things spicy and alive in your yoga career, because this is the way that you can reach and impact more people. So thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Keep sharing your magic and your light with the world. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Check the links below for some more magic, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.